What is going on, everyone? I'm Jeremiah with Nuthouse Media, and we're talking Godox lights today. Got my backlights. Awesome. Hue lights over there making a scene. Creating things, making it happen. Let's talk about this beautiful Godox light. How about it, huh? I have been really happy so far in the past, 2 months that we've had these. I've had very few complaints about it. Let's just say that. So this is gonna be a good review on these lights. Right off the bat, I already do recommend them, but don't stop there. Let's keep going, all right? Let's talk about the good parts about it and why it's such a good light, especially a light on the budget. Ooh. You can't beat a budget light that performs beautifully. I mean, I'm using 3 of them in this scene right now. This is the 4th that I have. They're all the 60-watt lights. So we have one right here. Of course, it's the key light. We have our 2 accent lights, which one is accenting the lamp over here with the red, and then the blue is hitting me. And then this guy usually is a fill light or helps with the key even more if we want. Since they are 60 watt, you kind of have to double the power if you want to get up to that 120 range. But honestly, this one light is doing wonders to my face right now. I mean, my ISO I think is at 320. Not bad at all, right? Not bad at all. So I want to start out with the pros of these beautifully built Godox lights. Godox? Godox. You tell me. The durability of this thing is pretty incredible. It feels metal. It's totally metal, right? It feels really good. This is also, what, metalish aluminum? I don't know what the hell that's actually called. So this thing comes off with this little trigger right here, which is kind of nice, but if I get cheap softboxes, kind of like I got with this one, it's not super cheap, but it's on the cheaper end. This little latch right here doesn't want to work as well as I feel like it should. This one, you know, with this light, it works fairly well, and I really feel like that's because it's actually, you know, a Godox part. This is an Easy Glow softbox. And it just wiggles around a lot, and it tends to fall off if you're not careful. I don't know if that's with all the softboxes, but with my 2 Easy Glow softboxes, it definitely wiggles around. But this one stays in place. I haven't had an issue with this falling out, but literally all you have to do is pull this lever, twist, and take it off. I've also gotten in the habit of lining up these little notches. The notches right here, beep, 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 with this guy. If you can find him, the little silver thing with a notch, you can always lock it in. It's the same with pretty much any of the Bowens mount. As long as you can find one of the notches, this will always be your mark. All you have to do is stick it in and turn it. No, there's no dirty joke there. I tried, didn't happen. All right, so I want to do an audio test really fast, because I have 3 of these lights running right now. I'm gonna be silent. I can't tell if you can hear it or not, but I don't think you can. I haven't had an issue with it since I've started using them, and I love it. It's amazing. Me personally, I can hear the fans. I have 3 of them running. I mean, and I'm in a pretty silent room right now as well. So of course I'm gonna be able to hear them, but I really don't think you can pick it up on the mic. And if you can, it's just ambient noise, which makes me really happy. They also don't get hot. You know, they don't overheat, which is also a really big plus. I know the 150s get really, really hot. I am talking specifically about the 60 watt, not 150, not any other watt. The Godox 60 watt is wonderful. The fan is minimal, the heat is minimal, the weight is heavy, but not too heavy. I don't know the actual weight, but I will put it somewhere so you can see it. It's super simple back here. I mean, you have a knob button that turns the dimmable up and down, blah, blah, blah. You have the plug cord thing right here, which we'll get to that later. And then you have the screen right here that will tell you the dimmable percentage, and then the Kelvin scale and everything, but it's set to daylight, so there is no Kelvin scale. It's set to daylight, which I don't mind. I honestly have been gelling my lights a lot, and having the 56 Kelvin is 5600, of course not 56 Kelvin, God, 5600 Kelvin. They say 46 on the back, but I thought daylight was at 56. Beats me. I was so confused as to what this was whenever I first got these lights. It's like, what do I do with this? It is a spotlight adapter. Of course it is. You have to use 100% pretty much, or you're not gonna be able to see it. There's a possibility that 50% would work. It stops your light by several stops, but it is a really cool spotlight. It literally looks like a spotlight. So, you know, there you go, little attachment guy. It will get in the way if you have nowhere to put it. On the back of this, it also has the button right here, the set change. It's GR/CH. GR. I know it means something. I'm just waiting for you to guess. It also came with a remote, which is awesome. Wait, I didn't turn them off. So what I did was order 4 individual Godox lights, and they each came with a remote. Didn't really expect that to happen. I should have known, but I wanted to do them, I don't know, not in the bundles for some reason. I don't remember why I decided, but trust me, it was the right idea, I think. I am happy that I have 4 of them. I also have 4 remotes if I ever need. I can also sell them with the remote if I ever need as well, which will come in handy at some point, I'm sure of it. Ciao! I like it. I don't use it a whole lot, but you can. It takes a long time, and if you hold it down, if you can see it, zoom in, buddy. Not you, me. That didn't make sense. Yeah, did you see it? It says 46 Kelvin on 4600 Kelvin. I gotta stop saying that. You can do a lot of things. It does take AA batteries. I've got rechargeable ones in here because it's nice that way. But of course you can change the settings on the lights. You know, I guess, you know what I mean? What makes them turn on and off? Because you have to set them, you have to link them through Wi-Fi or something like that. I don't know, it's kind of awesome because you could point it over here and they still turn off. Some lights don't do that, and that's frustrating. You have to direct it at the light and then turn it off that way. Oh, thank you. I love the fact that these are Wi-Fi and they make life so much simpler, like a lot more simple. Remotes, you need them, especially in this YouTube world. All right, so now that we've talked about the things that it came with, this one too, this, you know. Oh, I could actually attach that for you. Pew, pew, pew. We haven't talked about this, have we? The power cable is a monster. They're so thick. I mean, it is nice, but you try wrapping these up every single time. Oh my God, it just becomes it's bigger than your hand, but they kind of have to be thick with the power that they're putting out, I suppose. Let me plug this in so I can power this light and actually show you the spotlight maybe. Maybe. What am I gonna shine this on? Of course I am. Who am I kidding? All right, so I have absolutely no idea what this looks like, but this is the spotlight, and I would recommend not utilizing it for this reason. It definitely is a harsh light, so if you wanted to treat it almost as a door light on your subject, that would work really well. So like a light coming down, someone just turned on the lights on the overhead and it beams down. You know what I mean. Let me replace this because I can't stand look. It's hurting my eye holes. And voila. So again, the cable, it's not terrible, but it gets in the way a decent amount. I wrap it around my poles so it doesn't bulge out when I'm shooting. They're not awful, but they're not great. They're just really thick, but I still think it's worth it. These guys feel like some really durable lights. I honestly think I could use them for a couple years and be really satisfied. I was about to say pretty satisfied, but I honestly think I would be really satisfied. These cords, The only thing that would probably make me want to get rid of them, if I could cheaply or easily find a way to not have a cord, I would totally do it and I would be super happy with these. The 60 watt, it is definitely enough, but having a 150 for any outdoor stuff would be incredible. So I would recommend, if you end up doing like a bulk set of lights, getting a 150 and then getting a couple other 60s. I think you would be a lot happier than doing 4 60 watts, because you can still dim them down to, you know, the same wattage if you play around with it enough. Lights are, you can do anything with them. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. There is one more attachment that I bought that didn't come with the lights. These barn doors right here that hold these gel lights. If you've watched any of my other videos, I'm constantly playing with these things. Honestly, because they're so easy to take on and off. Like, it's incredible. It's incredible. And then there's a honeycomb diffusing it so it's not blasting my face. If I didn't have that honeycomb, I have it on there diffusing my face a little bit. I don't need those, you know, it just, if I did, they give a kind of reflection off some things. I don't mind them. They're fine. But this barn door set was only $20-something, and I've been really happy with it. It comes with two barn doors, so each set comes with a blue, a green, a red, and a yellow. Pretty much RGB lights, right? $20, $40, I guess, if you buy 2 of them. You just turn your entire set of Godox lights into RGB lights, which is awesome because you can do things like this. It was a game changer when I got this set. I can't wait to play around with other lights. I mean, Godox lights are the greatest. He's back. So now that we've talked about a lot of the pros on these Godox SL 60 watt lights, let's talk about the cons. Like that thing. I mean, like the power cord. I'm gonna take this guy off. Don't need him. Remember, notch and lock. I've got full control. We already talked about the power cord. Again, it's a pretty big frustration of mine, but I'm gonna live through it, I think. Like 99% sure I will be okay. That other 1% really doesn't believe it though. Apparently I don't like this power cord. So I have on there that it's thick and clunky. What does clunky even mean? It's a good way to describe it, I think. Like, does that not look thick and clunky? I think so. You could beat someone with this thing very badly. I wouldn't want to get hit. I know I touched on this a little bit and I was saying that the 60 watt is enough. And I 100% believe that you could do just about anything with a couple of these lights. You know, of course, no big productions. You could of course do a feature film, but you know, you can't do huge scenes or anything. You have to be resourceful with what you can get. And we are running with these Godox lights right now and I'm really happy about it. And I am sorry if it's frustrating you that I switch between Godox and Godox. It's the same as Manfrotto. You can't be mad at it. People just say things differently, and I don't know how to say anything. So be prepared to listen to me say things very strangely. I'm not kidding. Like I'm really happy with these guys, all right? Let's keep going with the cons, because we have to, because there are cons. Oh, that was one. This guy, I want to show you. When you pick this light up, you want to, you know, be able to pick it up like this, right? This button is so terrifyingly in the wrong place because you want to pick it up and you're constantly picking it up and your hand is hitting this button. Eventually it's gonna pop off. That's no good. I highly recommend keeping your palm away from this part. So what I do is put my palm on the other side of it and I grab on like this. If I ever, you know, grab it this way, that's how I do it. I make sure not to touch this part. I highly recommend doing it that way. Smarter, not harder. If you own a Sony camera, I don't know how many of them do this. I'm assuming all of them, but after 30 minutes of recording, the camera shuts off or stops recording because it's done with your ass. Thankfully, I caught it soon enough, but I went over my time limit of 30 minutes and it just cut off. So I don't know where it ended, but I had 4 minutes, you know, about 4 minutes of stuff that I said that's just gone. So my last thoughts on these Godox lights. They're not RGB. I didn't care about when I was buying them. I also didn't care about the fact that it was set to, 5600 Kelvin, daylight. Another issue with these guys, not big, but just something you should know. They don't come with carry case bags. So if you're needing to shoot with them within the next day or next couple days of getting them, I highly recommend ordering carry cases with your order, because this handle, the backside, all of it, this little knob, it can break so easily. And I can't imagine these are the easiest things to get fixed. You have to send them in, so you're out a couple lights, I would stay away from it. Get a couple cheap carry bags, just something so they're not knocking around in your trunk or your floorboard or your back seat. No telling what you have back there, No telling. Ugh. That's all I have to say, honestly. I love these lights. I want to get a couple more, but there are always other brands out there. Do more research, look a little harder, because maybe these lights aren't for you. They're great for me, but you might need something else. Do a little research, find out what you want, and then make a purchase, because that's the way the cookie. No, that's probably copyright or something. I'm gonna do my outro now because I want to, I guess. Let me read it. And don't forget to subscribe. No, that was it. Yes, I had to read it. How can I remember that? 60-watt Godox lights. Pick them up if you want. I'm gonna have some links in the description, of course, Go buy some stuff. I love spending money. Money spending's good. I'm not sponsored by Godox, nor do I get affiliates for you purchasing them through me. I'm just here to help. That's really all. And to make this stuff really awkward. Cause why not, right? Why not? Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I think. I'm just kidding, I didn't. I don't know how to do outros, so here we go. Smells like electricity. This is the outro.